Alright, there we go. We're in Waikiki. I think I said that right. People of Highland are bored of surfing and are looking for something a little more intense. But a park with, keep in mind, the area's tourist attraction rating high. Have at least 1,100 guests, which doesn't feel like that much, in the park by the end of October, year 5. Got Big Island, not the Big Island of Hawaii, but a big island to play around with. Unpause the game. I'm gonna open the park. It's a pay for entry park, so pretty common. Gonna connect up this path because it just immediately lets me have a path that I believe should be completely connected, that I don't have to worry about building myself. Let's look at the rides that we got. We got a miniature railroad, which is good to have. Love me a good miniature railroad. No merry-go-round. I am going to start with a spiral slide just to make sure I can get some music into this park, because without music my brain goes numb. There we go. On a similar note, let's find, it doesn't rain in Hawaii, but in case it ever does, we got to make sure people are paying $20 umbrellas for it. And I can open the spiral slide as well. What were the other options? Observation tower is pretty nice to have. Car ride. The space rings, the Ferris wheel. They're not too expensive. Pretty good. We got the corkscrew coaster, so we can do stupid but works. I like the choices that we have so far. They're pretty good. Giga coaster. That looks different than I would expect the Giga coaster. I guess that's different for the one that we got here. Couple of options in our thrill ride. A lot of water options, which is pretty good. And then we already had a lot of stalls. Let's go to research. Takeoff transport, because we already got the train. Takeoff shops and stalls. Go maximum funding on the other 4. No one's coming yet. I assume that's because the price is too high to begin with for only one ride. Where stupid but works. It's an alternative vehicle design, so that's something to watch out for. We go like that, and I think that connects up. Yeah, it connects up. We'll test this out. Pretty sure it will work. There we go. I'm gonna open it, and that will hopefully start bringing some people in off this giant bridge. We got a long walk to get into the park. Yeah, the more I look at this, the less confident I am in the amount of space that I have to play around with. Super Bowl Works still has good stats. No worries on that. Just gonna get this path to kind of peer along the beach a little bit. It's not perfect, but gives me some beach real estate to build around on. And while we're at it, let's build a nice little mini roller coaster. Just something for people to do that are coming in here. Okay. Think that will be good enough to start. We start at 35, so going to 70 is the same as going to 35, basically. I like having the mini coaster be able to do these tight turns. We'll do a nice little helix there. That goes too big. So just a single helix there. I should be testing this out while it's going. There we go. Okay, how do I want to make this coaster whirl? I've already done most of the fun things that I can do with it. It's got a lot of speed right now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can get to 55 there. And then over the ocean, can do a big helix down. What's the financial situation, by the way? Oh, cool. Our loan is decently big, but it's only at 5% per year, which we just did one was 25% per year, and that was crazy, and I wasn't able to deal with it. So I'm glad we can deal with this one. Just nice little helix back up there. Then back down to ground level, and we can clean this off. That builds in land not owned by the park. Okay, let's go like that. Oh, that's so close to working, but I don't think it's worth it. There we go. It connects back up. I also don't need Stupid But Works to still be out there. We got the most disappointing park in the country. Pretty good. Big win for us. Realizing I should add some more shops. Here's a balloon stall. We're gonna make the balloons colored. You know what? Bright green. Blend in with the trees. We also should get some drinks available for people. And some food. I gotta get some more intense rides than I've been building, and I know that, but right now we're just trying to get some stuff in the park. Like pizza. People need pizza. There we go. How's this looking? Let's change up the pathing system for this, by the way. We'll go like that. That way it can connect all the way up. And the mini roller coaster is good enough to open, in my opinion. And I'm going to pay off the loan a little bit while I consider my next route. Nice, simple, not crazy coaster here. It's just a fun little coaster that everyone's going to be able to enjoy. Let's add some more flat rides. I love me a good flat ride. This is not going to be a long enough path that I would like, but do what you got to do. There's a twist opened for business. And we can do a 3D cinema. Let's make this one a bit deeper into the aisle. Nice little hut there. Oh, that's right, we don't own that part of the land. Oh, I need more cash for that. Running out of money. Cool. There we go on that. We'll do a yellow path for no major reason. That connects up the 3D cinema, and I can open it. There wasn't any rides or anything. No, there wasn't when I started off. It's good to see how this island stretches out. Got a lot of opportunities with how I could build from here. Could try and fit a twist in there, but I think it would be better to fit it like so. Just match the blue color. There we go. Open up the second twist. Forgot I already made a twist. There can be two. It's not too bad. Just gotta boost up the value of this park is where I'm at. Don't even know if this play will work. You know what? We're gonna try it. I need more cash to build that up higher. I want this to go decently high, such that it's going to be intense, because people are coming into this park. Like, look at Beverly here. Preferred intensity is over 9. That's people who are coming here. We got told by the game. Really like intense rides. So I gotta give that to them. Oh, I do not need to fix the path there, because I can go boom, boom. There we go. We're gonna make this cube green. Boom. Connect it up perfectly. And I can get Beverly off here. Intensity's above 9. That's going to be great. That's going to drag people into this park without too much effort. People are going to love Rotodrop 1. I'm giving the people what they want, essentially. And now to build something that I want, which is a solid observation tower. That one's pretty there. Linnea, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I think that pathway will work. Oh, I am out of money. Gotta keep taking loans up. You got COVID? I feel you on that. Hopefully I didn't pass it to you, but I don't think the last time that I saw you, I was able to give people COVID. But I did. I can feel there. You know what? Will was just probably a carrier. He probably had it. And didn't tell anyone, because he didn't even know himself. And just completely... Yeah, he was a carrier. He's Typhoid Mary. That's who he is. Typhoid Will. and everyone I know got infected. That's not actually true, but I feel like I was patient zero in this situation. It was my first time getting COVID. It's not that bad if I'm being honest about it. I had really mild symptoms, so that was good. It was just bad timing in terms of everything I wanted to do in life. Starting my real life adult job, and the first thing you have to do is tell your boss, hey, I have COVID, I actually can't come in. It's not as fun as you would hope. Alright, let's raise the entrance price in Waikiki. Gotta make sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let's see what the test results are for this observation tower once they come in. Not in a profitable state yet, but hopefully I can get there. It's nice to have the double-decker observation tower just immediately. I know. I have that basically the same situation where I'm like, hey, this didn't go well. And like, it's not me trying to get out of doing the job. I'm still willing to work. Like, I worked this whole week. I just had to go in early, grab my computer and stuff that they were going to hand me on day one, and just be like, yep, I'm going to go drive home now. See ya. Well, it was a mess. Yeah. Like, sorry you had to go through that. It's not fun. Speaking from someone who also had to go through it. I want to fit these space rings in. So I'm going to do it. Just go like that. Space rings aren't even a good ride. But I like having every ride in the park if I can. I should really be starting on another roller coaster. I only got Stupid But Works and this pretty nice mini roller coaster, but people like intense rides here. And I'm out here building the most non-intense things I can think of. So where is... yeah, we're going to do a launch coaster, I think. I think that's the best call. I'm going to have to take more loans out for this. How high can my loans go? Only up to 30, which is not crazy. I have not killed anyone yet. If you're looking for murder roller coaster tycoon play, I must warn you, that is generally not my style. I can't bring myself to do it. I like these little people too much, and all I want to do is see them succeed in life and be happy. I can't do a quarter loop. That's not gonna work. What if I do... this is probably gonna be too intense even for the people who like the intensity sky high. And then from the back... let's do that way. How high did I get it up to there? 130, so I'll do to 150 there. Entrance, exit. This probably won't work how I want it to. It's probably going to be because of the corkscrew, too many lateral G's to make a design that people like. It's also probably not fast enough to get as good as I want. So we're going to start bumping up to 45 miles per hour, which might be... that's 45 miles per hour should be good. The more I'm thinking about it. Get the financial summary out of there. I can bump it up again. I'm going to bump it up to 51. We'll see how that works. And then after that goes, unless it crashes, I'm going to let this one go. See if I just really need to fix I don't like how close it gets to going to the top there. Might crash on this side. No, but I should probably do that. Alright, are you calling this ride Mickey's Dick Smasher? Is that how you describe my creation right here? Because if you want, I can name it that, but I'm not sure I understand the complete context if that's what you're saying. I should be building the paths while I'm doing this. You're just saying it in general? That is even more confusing to me. That is a very specific phrase that I have never heard. That feels very weird to hear described. Oh, I should have guessed that. It's a meme that I do not know. That is an issue. I am not cultured enough with memes. Alright, what I think I'm going to do is go back into the construction of this and try and fix that issue there. So if I do this, can I do a vertical loop right? Usually vertical loops are fine. I'm going to have to take my shovel out here. Act like I'm playing Minecraft or something. Now I gotta take a loan out because I've been losing money during this process. Alright, there we go. Okay. Now let's try and test that again. I don't like how close it gets to the top there. Renamed it anyways. Do one more piece because my sanity will be scared otherwise. I don't want to kill people. I'm sure people are going to be more excited to ride on a ride called Mickey's Dick Smasher than they would be to ride on a ride called LIM Launch Coaster 1. So, all you're doing is helping my park. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, the intensity is at 9.6, which is good for this park. Happy with that. Can open it up. I can pay that back for the time being. And I think I saw, yes. Give me the merry-go-round because I want to hear the incredible music in this. Because when I don't get my merry-go-round music, I'm a sad boy. I think that just got put... Yeah, I just wasted some money. There we go. Boom, boom. I want you in my room. Open up the merry-go-round. Ah, the beautiful music. With the addition of those two rides, I feel like I can increase the price of Wacky Waiki to 20 and still get most of these guests to come in. It's probably worthwhile. See them stroll across this bridge. What island is this? I guess just not a very big one, just some random inlet of Hawaii here. I don't want to do car rides or monster truck. I haven't done a Ferris wheel yet. I just put my brain power into building a roller coaster that fit our requirements. I can do a simple merry-go-round without worry about merry-go-rounds not being optimal, even though they're not optimal. I wish I could fit it in there. Will, feeling good. I think I'll do that. There's a Ferris wheel. That'll bring like 2 people into the park, so it's going to be worth it. I only got 900 guests to go, or so. Yeah, 1,100 doesn't feel like very much, but I guess guests don't really want to come into the park until I build intense rides. Luckily, that roto drop also counted, which is why every single person is wanting to ride it right now. Might need to build another one of those. I could build a good wooden roller coaster. Could build an actual corkscrew coaster. Wooden's probably better because I'm still trying to prevent myself from spending too much money. There is a part of me that wants to do another roto drop, but I just can't get myself to do it. I'll do a first aid stall instead. They're just the same. Let's do, yeah, we can do like a log flume. Actually, before I do that, I haven't done my required random boat hire of the week. There we go. We'll do it like so, and build the pathways out. It's connected, so I did a good job there. And this can just casually slope in like so. Boom. Now we have an effective boat hire. We could make them rowing boats if we wanted. I feel like bumper boats are better, so I'm just gonna leave it. Alright, there's a water ride without too much effort put in. We can do a log flume now. I think building a log flume also on this beach makes sense. Realizing that's too close for making everything work out with queue paths. Okay. And I'm going to need to take a loan out to get this to work. That's too high for supports. I'm going at a decent height here. We'll do a reverser turntable. We're just going to have one big drop, I'm thinking. Do a photo section there, and then do a second drop. There we go. That's working like that. Oh, we got a raid coming in. Thank you, Billy Asco, for raiding. Very kind. I have not been charging for bathrooms on this stream. I personally enjoy letting people find their way to the bathroom in peace and not letting them torture. But I have been there before in my life. Thank you guys for coming in and chatting up. Good to see you guys. How was the stream, Billy? Bilky, sorry. There we go. Short queue pass for this log flume, but it doesn't need to be anything special. Let's connect it like that. Alright, we're going to test out this log flume, pay off 1,000 of the loan, continue forward like that. Yeah, I was going to say, I believe I had rated your stream at least once in the past, so it's cool to see that come back. And you were playing Roller Coaster Tycoon yourself when I was doing that, so you were doing Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. How did it go? I remember as a kid liking both games a lot. Now, more as an adult, I feel myself heating on the memories of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 more than I probably should. More so, I'm more nostalgic for this game series rather than... I'm nostalgic for 1 and 2, where I feel like 3 is still a good game, it's just a different game, if that makes sense. So I'm curious how it holds up. Doesn't look like this log flume's going to crash, so that's a good sign. Don't have the excitement or intensity of it yet. I don't think it's going to be the high level that's supposed to be there for these guests. These guests just don't want to show up. You never played Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 as a kid, so most is new to you. Games crashing is not something that's fun, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, different UI, having it not be isometric. The stats for the log flume aren't great, but I'm just going to open it anyways. Yeah, the whole different visual design of the game does take some getting used to. I remember though really liking that. Yes, I do have dimples. Here's the thing, my entire family is blessed / cursed, I think blessed, with dimples. So all of the relatives are just largely dimpled up themselves. So I didn't have too many talking about it. However, people that I meet all of the time, people will just be like, oh my god, you have such big dimples. And like, it's not a bad thing to have. I'm happy with it. It's just a dimple-heavy bloodline. You are correct on that. I think the next thing I should do... Oh, I should hire staff. I realized I never did that. That's really important, because otherwise no one can get... Especially the mechanics. This ride has been closed probably for a while, and I have not noticed that. Thank you for the following, Blah Blah Freak. Hopefully, I think I pronounced that right. You can tell me if I didn't. Hope to see you around as well. Thank you for showing up. This is fun. I feel like I should do a wooden roller coaster. Do I have the money to play around with? I can only get about $5,000 worth of $5,000 worth. Okay, I don't know why this says it's 3D cinema is broken down. Sorry, I'm losing the track on this. So far, streaming wise, I've mainly been doing Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yeah. Generally, I've just been running through the scenarios on Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, so this is a part of the DLC of it. Yeah, if that's what you're looking for, that's what I've been doing for a while. I'll probably be doing some other games in the future, but for now, I've been really enjoying my time with the game, so it's been good. Love me some roller coaster content on myself, so I completely get it. I think I probably... Wait, where did I build that? That was weird. Where can I build... Can I build this along the ocean here? I feel like that's probably the route. Ooh, I'm going to be out of money a lot this ride. I can tell you that much. I can see myself getting into some financial issues in this park. I got to make this a pretty intense coaster because of the requirements of this level. Alright, I can't do the big turn like that, but There we go. I don't like to do too many pre-built coasters. That's just more a personal preference of mine, where sometimes they're useful, especially if I'm thinking like scenarios where you just need to plop something down real quick to get something going. It's good to have them. But on most of the time, pre-built coasters, I feel, don't do the job that I want them to do. That is, I don't see this coaster making that, so I'm going to instead just keep going down to water level here, then do the loop. Curl back out, and probably helix. Can it? No, it's probably going to need to go like that. Now it can helix, maybe, if I do a small helix. No, it gets in its own way. Okay, I think if it just stays on the water here, I can probably be able to helix. Yeah, nothing necessarily against people who don't plays with pre-built coasters. They have their value, but I don't like to mess around with them too much. I feel like this game's more fun. Like, one of the biggest pieces of joy I get is trying to build a roller coaster to match up well with the environment. No one cares about the boat hire. I feel like I am low on the amount of money that I have to play around with right now, and that worries me. I am worried about this project that I just started because I can only get up to a $30,000 loan, so I only got $2,000. Do that. Yeah, you can usually do a better coaster more efficiently than pre-built. Like, the only pre-built that I really do is I have this design that I discovered early on in my starting the streaming. It's called Stupid Boat Works, or at least that's what I name it. It's a corkscrew coaster that's like 5 pieces big that you can just plop in, and it gives you a coaster built right away, which is really nice. In fact, I'm just going to place that right now, only because I hope this will increase the people coming into the park a little more, and it costs basically nothing to build. I have seen, yes, the Marcel coaster. I will say I'm pretty sure I discovered it, or I discovered it before I saw the video he made about it, which makes me kind of just proud of myself for coming up with an optimal design without seeing it. But I have seen it since, and I think mine isn't optimal because I have a 3 big base there. Yeah, my station is 3 big, and the Marcel version of it is only 2 big. So mine isn't technically optimal. Hopefully that keeps bringing people into the park, and I can work on this a little more. There's so many things you can do. I'm gonna just try and do, like, I don't know if it can make that. Probably can't go all the way back to 65 at this point. I'm gonna try it. No, with the single carts, I doubt it. I think what I'll do is go down, down, flatten out. Then we go the straight up. Because it can make 55 after doing another little dip there. Yeah, that it can make. Okay. And now we can do a little curl down. Probably can't do it as big as that there, because I don't have too much room to play around with. And then do another little helix on the sea. And now I think we just try and finish this up. It might be going too fast, but that's where we add in the water splash. So we go up, flat. Hopefully I still have room for the water splash here. I do not. So let's go straight until we can't anymore. I think that's as far as we can get. Now can I do the water splash? Yes. So that water splash, it looks nice. It goes right into the ocean. No, the Marcel is technically more efficient, but it's really not a big issue. And the one that I have saved, I'm not going to go and unsave my design to try and be more efficient with it. So that's my thought process on it. I don't know if I've done a photo section yet, so there we go. Add in photos at the end. Really, if I learned anything from Marcel, it's the one way to save this park immediately. It's to make the umbrellas $20. That's the best thing I can do for this park. I am almost out of money. I spent a lot on this wooden roller coaster. So I'm really hoping that it's going to work. My moneymaker when I was young was go-karts. I thought the best ride in the game, bar none, obviously, no chance otherwise, was go-karts. That is concerning that I am out of money before I have finished my pathways on this. I am hoping not to delete anything, but if I need to delete... You always said the on-ride photos to Ford. I should probably do that too. One thing that I'm definitely not optimal in this game is changing the prices of things. I'm better about it when it's a pay for your ride, because you kind of need to do that. Wood and saltwater go well, you are correct. This is going to be... this ride is for sure going to last. Everyone knows that it's going to be perfect. Yeah, but what I was saying is I don't ever really change the prices of any of my goods other than for the umbrellas, because if you don't do the umbrellas, you're missing out on a lot of value. I'm going to just add end the path there so I can spend less money on the optimal pathway out. I'm not trying to do construction on the mini roller coaster game, but thank you. Okay. I wish the intensity was higher for this. I'm still going to open it because I need to get the guest income from it. Yeah. I don't think this game, if this game has a system to make it so wood goes bad because it's touching water and then basically breaks down, I haven't seen that. And I'm more impressed game-wise that this game has that. So I won't even be mad if it breaks down from that. But I will be slightly mad, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I need to figure out my money situation pretty quickly because I am close to loaned out. I'm gonna raise my price to enter the park to 30 and hope that people are coming in. How about Norris right here? How much money? Norris has $50. How much money does Annie T have? $70. So people have enough to enter right now. I'm gonna keep this up here. I think I have to do the sad thing of cutting off my research funding for the time being. I really need a penny pinch right now. Tanya M has... I wouldn't say it would make me salty. I'm gonna go quickly let the cat into the room. Here you go. First time you wanted to hang out today. All the roommates aren't really here right now. Ugh. Ugh. This is Mitzi. It's my girlfriend's cat. She is currently away, my girlfriend. And so is the majority of our roommates here, so she's been real lonely recently. So I'm surprised it took till now for her to want to come into this room. But she'll probably just lay on my bed or right on the rug next to me, so she'll be happier here. Waiting like that for a little bit let me cut the money down a little bit, which is good. What is my next route in this park? Part of me wants to do advertising and hope that is the route. I feel like people would be paying more than $30 to get in this park, and maybe I'm wrong about that, but that might be my route to get more money to be able to keep getting guests. I don't need that many more guests. I'm about halfway to the guest goal, which is not bad. I should probably do another roto drop. I was hoping to avoid it because I don't like repeating rides too much, but it seems like a really quick way to get to the intensity level needed. Yeah, this is year 1 out of a potential 5-year program. I'm not too worried right now about getting to the goal. The way that I lose this is not having enough money and just basically not having a profitable park. And if I don't have a profitable park, I have to start selling stuff off. No one likes this boat hire. Alright, before I destroy that boat hire, which I might do, maybe not, maybe I have too much respect for it, I'm gonna add trash cans everywhere, because I haven't done that in this park. And that will help clear up some of the trash and issues that we were having. Not putting these in the most optimal locations, but that's fine, as long as I have enough of them just throughout the park. People are exploring all throughout the random beaches and stuff in this park, which is cool. There's just not actually much to see in here. You know what? That spot can have a triple trash can, because I wasn't able to remove that path with ease. People are liking the wooden roller coaster. That's good. I'm realizing now, especially with how I placed down the wooden roller coaster, is kind of blocking off the boat hire. No one has ridden this boat hire. Triple trash can. I just like, if you want to take a turn right here, the only thing you get out of it is going and visiting 3 trash cans. Whereas if you kept going on your path, you can go to this normal 2 trash can setup. It is ingenious design, and I won't let anyone tell me otherwise. Alright, I'm going to demolish. I only get $173 out of it. You know what? No. What we're going to do, build it like that. Now it can be opened again. Getting $173 is just simply not worth it. Alright, it looks like I am profiting when I don't overspend my money. That's a good sign. That is an important sign. I never saw us get the Enterprise unlocked. And place that down somewhere. Yeah, we'll do that. No, actually, I don't like that. Lost some money on that move, but I want to place this Enterprise in a location where I can make a natural queue path for it, which I think is a reasonable ask. Oh my, it's about to rain on this island. This is huge. People are gonna get umbrellas. Everyone buy those dang umbrellas. I want my money. Are people saying anything about the boat hire? I should check that. I'm not going on boat hire while it's raining, and people want to go with something more thrilling. I'm guessing that, I believe everyone who goes with this scenario, this scenario, a part of it, I didn't realize the land was going to be that. This scenario, a part of it is the guests all want super intense rides. So the boat hire, for all that it's worth, is definitely not an intense ride. And I understand that. But now people are actually riding it. People are going on it. So that's something. How are my handyman, mechanic? I'll do another mechanic and one more handyman. I got 614 guests. I'm slowly profiting because I'm not spending too much money. I stopped researching. They can help out with everything that's going on. It's an interesting, like, the railings in the middle of this road here really ruin the idea of this being a road. Does the Enterprise have an exit path? I believe it does. Yeah, right there it goes into the pathway over there. I do a bad job color matching my paths. The aesthetic, you gotta get me on a good day to aesthetically work towards all of that. It does happen, but not as often. Yeah, thanks for double checking though, because if I didn't have that, that would have been bad, and it's better to worry about it now than to not check in on it when I should have. Alright, that won't work. I can fit a different ride in there probably, but I think the second roto drop is probably going to have to be in the jungle as well. We'll do it there. How high did I make the other one? Because I could just copy it. I made it to 200. Alright, this one's at 205. That one's starting at 40. I'll do it one higher. One up it just very slightly. See if that even helps. And it could make it too intense now. But in which case I should know how to fix it. This is really just looking at what people are finding their favorite part of the park. Excuse me. Let me get some more water. And the rotodrop's been really popular, so adding an extra rotodrop is a good call, in my opinion. The Enterprise, its intensity is not even that bad. It should really be more popular than it currently is. Alright, we're paying off the loan slowly now that I'm not building big roller coasters. Alright. It's just fun to see everything in action. Can exit out of that. Don't need to be super particular. Rotodrop 2, still great. Can open that up. It's going to drive in the folks. Everyone's going to want to see it. There's this big rocky area I could do something with. I don't think I'm going to be filling out too much of this park because now that I'm back on track economics-wise, I don't see what's stopping me from getting the remaining 500 needed guests within the next year to get the win level. I would say I need to be affiliate first before I can receive bits. At least I think so. I actually don't know that for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Once that happens, I would say like 100 bits, not too many. That rack right now is not as exciting as it was like a week ago. A week ago I had some really good shirts on there, but now I got that set up for when I start working in person for my job later this, well, starting on Tuesday. I get to go back to in-person job. I'm gonna put back my research to max funding. Yeah, working in person is kind of gross. I'm excited about it because I was supposed to be working in person last week, which was my first week, but then I caught the infamous coronavirus, which is not pog, if you the youngins would say. I believe that's the terminology. It wasn't a good feeling, but now I'll be able to go back in person, and yeah, I was able to work on it. Yeah, I was able to work fine enough working from home, and working from home is nice, not needing to commute and everything. But honestly, working in person, there's a part of that which I'm excited about. Just being able to go in and really just be at the job and feel like that. Because otherwise, if you're just sitting in your room all day, I feel like you never get your mind set up correctly on, hey, I'm working right now. This is work that I'm doing. This is important. I think it's time. I don't want to do the Giga Coaster. Giga Coaster costs too much money. Stand-up coaster, I feel like, doesn't work as how I want either. But I don't want to do a bobsled coaster, so I think lay-down coaster is the route. Which is weird. I don't really like the lay-down coasters, usually. We're going to try... Oh, that doesn't work. We're going to try and build it in the rocks here. I'm going to need a shovel to help me out. Alright, that should be enough to begin with. That costs too much money for what's really just a simple maneuver I'm trying to do here. Which is, if I do it like that, it's better. Okay. Now let's have this start going down. Actually, hopefully that's not too intense on everyone. We can do a nice... I could do a half loop. So actually try that out for a second. I feel like that's interesting. It is going to be expensive with the elevation. It's probably not a smart idea to build this where I'm building, but I kind of love it. Let's try corkscrew right. I'm at a high enough elevation where that can probably still work. It's actually really smooth like that. I'm worried. Oh, my throat feels a little weird, but I'm worried that the lateral G's are going to be too high in that start, and because of that, I'm not going to be able to fix this how I would want. I can't make it go higher than that. I feel like it would be better just go down from here. Now I think I do a helix, but I can do a small helix as well. Out of money, but I have money to take in loans again, which is good. Sorry about that. The only symptom I've really got left of having COVID is the aforementioned. Interesting, by the way, what I was just noticing there. I feel like one of these trains is like 6 big and the other one's 4 big, which doesn't really make sense to me. The only symptom that I really still have right now is an occasional cough, which it's not that bad. I don't remember, I'm going right now below like my max level. Let's maybe I do the loop like that. Maybe that is a route I can take. That might go too high. It probably does. I'm gonna go back to where I was thinking of going, which is doing a corkscrew, a full corkscrew. The full corkscrew won't work like that. Alright, what if we do the half corkscrew into the inline twist? And then... Oh, that's so much money, though. It's about to rain, though. That's going to help. By the way, I'm going to make sure my $20 umbrellas are even more popular. There we go. Add a quick information kiosk down. Let's keep constructing this up. I think what I do here is actually quick vertical down. We are allowed to make this really intense. I just have to hope that it's going to be able to make it all the way back up. Is there photos I can do? That's a good spot for a photo section. That gives us back to 60, which now I think we're just going to go towards a finish. We got the best value park in the country. That's a good sign. It's just cruising on the bottom here. Now it's going to slowly drift up. Don't like the little hesitation there. In fact, I think I dislike it enough to try and avoid it completely. I don't know if it can make that jump back up to 65. And if it can't, how am I going to deal with that? Oh, it looks like I was actually going to be able to make it pretty well. Alright. That honestly didn't cost as much money as I was thinking it was going to cost at the beginning. Of course, I gotta make sure this actually works as a roller coaster. But I think it looks pretty good. This one looks like one of the more fun ones that I've built. Let's get the exit pass first. Alright, there we go. And we can have the entrance be built off of that. I can always extend this queue pass if need be. I like how it ends there, actually. The ride ends smoother than I was anticipating. I don't know why this is the route I decided to go with the path, but there we go. No red numbers, which is a good sign. Yeah, this one seems fun. Honestly, I wish this was more intense. Hey, people who walked all this way, they get the roto drop as well in the Enterprise. There's stuff they can do now. I wonder... I'm gonna try this. I might not be able to get this. Hopefully this works. Doing another inline twist. That doesn't work. And then from there we can do another inline twist to get us back. That way it should hopefully make it more intense, because adding an extra inversion, having that whole hill there be upside down, hopefully makes that work. I'm optimistic about it. Yeah, this one does seem fun. Just look how smoothly it goes like that. Curls up, does a nice little flip over. A couple of helixes are fun. I do like how it ends there now. Adding in that section, even though it's a little awkwardly placed due to the land elevation, I think it improves the coaster. It adds an extra inversion without sacrificing much at all. I'm excited to see how the stats work on that. These people and all their extra stuff. It increased it. It didn't increase it as much as I probably would hope, but I'm just going to open it. It's a good roller coaster. I don't want to sacrifice more to try and make it there. Alright, I'm going to add another information kiosk. I'm going to make probably a food section over here. People can get all their meals, like candy apples and cotton candy, because I haven't really done that too much. Here's another drink stall. Oh, I didn't mean to click the research thing, and that took me forever to realize what was going on. There's a hat stall. Here's a souvenir stall. Just an extra place. People can spend their money here now. I'm realizing I should also probably connect this path up. Let me do see-through vegetation, exit out of all those windows. I probably actually can't do the path how I was trying to do it initially there. I gotta do the manual pathing. But now we get a nice circuit here, allows people to circle in a bit more. People are going to do the lay down roller coaster and be happy about it. And honestly, we didn't really spend that much money to do it. Keeping the park price at $35 has been good. I'm not sure if we're losing much at all with the current setup. It's nice to just see stupid, but it works. It still work. I'm never worried about it. It always gets something going. Let's add another balloon stall as well, way down over here, and make this one nice bright pink. You can see who all went over there by the end. The rotodrops really are just popping off. I didn't see us get the motion simulator. Now that's something I can fit in here. Motion simulators I don't need to worry about too much in terms of the financial situations with it. It's good to see. And I gotta build a train before the end of this. Now that we still got like almost 200 guests to go. Over 200 guests to go. So I really shouldn't be like, oh, before this ends or anything. This says 800 guests. I got 872 right now. And increasing. So I'm on a very good pace to get to the end here. Excuse me. Before I place that, I don't need to test a motion simulator. It's not going to crash. It's not going to kill people. It might kill people, but if it does, that's their fault. Maybe I build the train all the way down here to let the people walking all the way down here get something out of their time. It's a nice little alcove. Nice beach. Let's ruin that beach by adding a train. Or improve it, depending on who you're talking to. Can I do one more station platform? I can. And we got the reverser roller coaster. I feel like the reverser roller coaster isn't going to fit that well into this setup. I would make this an actual transport train, but that would have been something really to do earlier on in the setup. This time I think this is just going to be a for fun train. For anyone who just wants to spend their day wasting away on the train, having fun, having a blast. Shouldn't be building from the back. It's easier to build from the front. Ah, I get it. That's a good joke there. You do need a bad track record to crash a train. You know? I wonder... No, there's no way that's how it started. Oh, that's too high for supports? Hate to see that. Okay. So I gotta really make sure this kind of hugs the coastline a little bit. Well, it has fun exploring the beach. Can I do the S-bend right into a left sharp? Yes, I can. That's fun. Alright, let's try and connect this up before I lose all of my sanity. Get... There we go. Nice connection there at the end. Hopefully that can make this whole thing a success. It's weird not having sound because I went too far away. Never fully recover. I did not leave room for a queue path here. So let's actually fix that. That person's going to be trapped for a half second. Hopefully they don't hate everything I do. We'll do that so they can leave. That connects the path like that. I think the path is connected. It's hard to see with all this vegetation. It is not connected. I'm glad I looked. Hate deleting trees when I'm just trying to delete the path a little bit. Oh no, I let that person... completely get lost. We'll do... no. Alright. That worked. Took a lot of effort there, but it made it work. Let's add in another merry-go-round just to add some music to another part of the park. Because I want some music. You know what? It's going to be a one big path, but that should be fine. This isn't really for the masses to ride a ton. This is for me to have more music in the park. This is a personal ride. I'm the intended audience here. Beautiful. Let's cut down our loan a little bit. We're almost at the amount. We're at 1,017 guests. I do have it set up to finish things early. So once we're done with that, since it's been a real quick one so far, I'll probably get started on another scenario. I don't know if I'll finish another one, but it's going pretty well, so maybe. Yeah, once we figured out, once I just waited, let some money roll in, let the existing stuff there. The train's too intense for you. I know, it feels like you're going to drive right into the ocean. Reminds me of, like, one of the first movies they ever showed was a train coming at a camera, and audiences apparently, like, freaked out and could not handle it. People thought the train was going to come out of the screen and kill them. So that's basically what was going on. Oh, we got bumper cars. Gotta place that in. I really shouldn't have been researching such, like, simple rides here. I could put this by the hut. That feels too inaccurate. I'm not gonna do it, but I could. Now, yeah, happy I can inform about that fun little piece of history there. Hopefully I'm not lying about that. Sometimes I find myself saying stuff and then someone tells me, hey, you know that's not actually true, and I'm shocked. But I'm pretty sure that one's true. I've heard that from multiple sources before. Bumper Cars is open. People can enjoy it. No one's enjoying the log flume. People think it's not cool or something. I feel like my mechanics are not getting around as much as I would want. I got enough money to spend, I can not worry about that right now. Good to see. Nice to see some pink balloons coming in as well. Get the Splatoon 2 colors all together. See this spot right here, and my brain just says I need to put... It's a 4-way path. I need to put this information kiosk. I don't want to get a loan for this. So I'm just going to wait till I get a couple more things. So there. Calls his log flumes chocolate log. That is a verifiable silly goose moment. They do look kind of like chocolate logs though, can't lie. You recolor the water. I don't think you can do that, but if you could recolor the water to make it look like chocolate and have just chocolate logs through a chocolate log slide, well, I guess what I said there is correct. Just have it be Willy Wonka, basically. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You know what this this park needs? It needs some monster trucks. I'm realizing that's why we haven't beaten the mission yet. I haven't built a monster truck course. So what we're gonna do is go boom, 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 boom. And it's gonna be super exciting, let me tell you. Log bumps. Oh, that doesn't work actually. I might actually have to make this more of a ride than I was hoping to. There's more to do with the monster trucks ride than there is the car ride. I forget that. And here we go. Important log bumps. I wonder if that could crash. I'm doing a tight turn after I go downhill. That might be able to crash. A crash is one of the few ways I can lose this mission still. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Even though I could definitely live through a crash. As long as I keep the ride closed after. Alright, we go from there. Go down. Into a flat. And that connects up. We can see how the monster trucks is going. Pay off the loan in the meantime. Super exciting. We only got 4 guests to go. I think people are excited about the monster trucks enough that it's just gonna work. I'm gonna open it up. It's got great intensity, excitement, nausea. Highest stats anyone's ever seen, and that's why we won. Alright, yeah, that's the park. You can see all the balloons come into the air, celebrating with us. Good to see. And we're the safest park in the country, so everything's coming up great. Yeah. As I usually do, if anyone has a suggestion for what we should put in the name for the scenario chart, something that relates to the stream or this park in general, that would be fun to immortalize forever, feel free to suggest it. Otherwise, I'll put my name. Thank you for the GG in the chat. Then I'll probably continue on to the next one. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this whole this park went. I like the wooden roller coaster that I made here. Went pretty well. I'm not upset about that. This mini coaster is pretty nice. The LIM launch coaster is alright. A lot of the stuff fit in pretty well. Once I figured out the economic system was pretty not too bad. I really do like this lay down coaster. It's a completely different thing. But it's really kind of smooth. It dips down deep. It starts at a more elevated state. There's a lot of things that I really like here. I don't see any suggestions for the name, so I'm going to put just my Benji in there. And then let's go on to the next one. Gonna quit the menu, but I'm gonna save this before using the dialogue window. Bada bing, bada boom. And we're Rainforest Plateau, the last one of the Wacky Worlds expansion. Yeah, it's not DLC because this was released before DLC was even really a thing. So we're gonna do the Rainforest Romp. I'm gonna update the stream info really quick to verify that. Rainforest Romp. Oh, I wrote Tomp, but I fixed it. Yes. Last World. I mean, I'll still have the second DLC to go through after that, but it's fun. This entire mission. Oh, there's a nice moon up there. Space is precious in the rainforest. You must cram as much possible into the existing clearing in order to provide a viable alternative to the local timber industry. We're trying to save the rainforest, and we're allowed to do anything here, I believe. Alright, it looks like all we get is this little crescent moon, which is not that bad, if I'm being honest. It's a fair bit. It's a pay-for-ride park, which is not a bad thing. Those are generally easier to deal with, in my opinion. Gonna start by getting some pathway built. And let's look at the rides that we have. Let's get our research going. I do everything but shops and stalls and scenery usually, so there we go. We will never get a transport ride in this park. We start with a Ferris wheel car ride. Fair amount of roller coaster options, in fact. Let me just put this down now so I start off with something in the park. We'll do like that. Test it out, but I'm pretty sure we're already confirmed for it to work. And we can jump the price up to like $4. I'm never good at exactly pricing things to be the most optimal, but you get such an advantage in trying to do a pay for ride park that I'm not even worried about it. Also, I'm going to open up the park in general. Let me make sure I can't buy... Yeah, you can't buy anything other than the areas that are here. So interesting that the entrance is there, and people have to walk all the way up to this part of the park. It is called a rainforest, so I gotta get my money-making habits set up with $20 umbrellas that cost the same throughout the park. And let's get some music going, because if I don't, my brain goes weird. It's not actually definitionally sound accurate, but it's basically true. We'll go like that and that. And this enterprise should start. All we have to do is get our park value up, so we don't even need that much money from guests or anything. Oh, our loan is really bad at 30% per year. That's annoying. So I'm gonna just get rid of that immediately. Just so we're not paying loan payments when I'm not knowing what I'm doing. We probably can get our loan up pretty high, which is good, but 30% is real high for everything that's going on. I should add in some other basic stalls before I forget. Like, there's a bathroom. Here's a coffee shop for drinks. And then for food, all we have is ice cream. So hopefully people like ice cream as a meal. I've been there. I've had ice cream as a meal. It happens. The Enterprise, we'll put it up to like, you know what? It should stay at 2. Not 20, but 2. Flying roller coaster, suspended swinging coaster, slide friction coaster, mini roller coaster, looping corkscrew, which we've already placed one, and hyper coaster. With that 30% loan interest, we got to be careful about all of this. And the level, what we have to do to win this thing. Also, I got to hire my handyman, mechanic. I don't even know why I hire security guards. I don't feel like they do anything. We'll do a second handyman as well. I probably don't need that many, but last park I didn't have any for a while, and that was a bad decision. We'll start here. And you know what? We can do the big turn. I need more money. We cannot do the big turn. It's about to rain, so hopefully everyone in this park will give us $20 for umbrellas. It's starting to happen. I'm assuming it's going to rain a lot in this park. We can go a quick vertical up there. Bring us back to 105 from 125. It's not too bad. Thanks, Bleba Freak, for supporting me on my independent discovery. That's definitely... I mean, it is an independent discovery, but it's definitely never been discovered by anyone else as a good money-making trick. Yeah. It's one of those where I'm just kind of happy that, hey, I can think of stuff pretty smart. We'll do that, and we'll do like a quick helix up, small, above the entrance, followed by, can't go down like that. Gotta go straight. Then I can do that. We're trying to get everything to line up here. Out of money again. I'm spending a lot for a mini roller coaster, so hopefully this is going to get me money. The guests are not currently riding my ride as much as I would hope for. There's been 2 total customers on it. Do these guys just want more intense rides? You want intensity between 3 and 6. Is it just you don't have money? This Vivian right here wants between 1 and 4. You have a lot of money. Okay, maybe people are taking their time getting through the park, and I gotta respect that more. How should I feel like looping this in at the end is going to be difficult. Or do a tight turn like this. Your childhood moneymaker was a powered launch coaster immediately into a loop, going up as far as possible and then reverse back to the station. Yes, that was definitely mine as a kid as well. You are unlocking a memory there of mine where that was my route for, because I think they did have it in one of like the pre-built setups in Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, or maybe it was just a pre-built design that you could get for the looping coaster, where you turn into launch mode, and from there you can do a lot of cool things. I'm trying to remember every aspect of the design, but that's definitely one of the ones where I just, along with my obsession with go-karts, definitely was under the implication of this is a way to get some good stuff into the park without breaking the bank. It gets people into the park because it's really cool. I only discovered this in my return to the game when I'm just was sitting there thinking to myself, I wonder what's like the cheapest coaster I can make. That's a launch coaster. Can it come back to itself? And I tried this design, and it worked, and it made me very happy. I think this will work as the mini design. So there we go. I like the entrance building being right in the middle of the helix. It's just a fun little addition. That queue path might not be long enough, but we can test out the mini roller coaster. Stupid But Works is getting people to join the ride. The Enterprise is getting people. We're just not making money crazy fast, but I also don't have many rides in the park yet, so I gotta be okay with that. I'm now really feeling the limitations of this space. There isn't a lot to be able to do. And we need our park value at 275,000. I think it's park value, not company value. Yeah, park value by the end of year 4 at that level. Let's see how the mini roller coaster is. Pretty decent. It's nothing crazy special. We got the compact inverted coaster as an option. Ever since, like, 5 months ago when I was still getting back into this game, I had a slide friction coaster crash, and ever since I can't look at that and think, like, oh, I want to build one. I just look at it in horror. Realize life is fleeting. Alright, there we go. There we go. Ferris wheel can be opened. $1 is fair for a Ferris wheel. I should increase the price on the mini roller coaster. I need to increase the price on the mini roller coaster. It is a roller coaster. People love riding roller coasters in this game. It is called Roller Coaster Tycoon. I can do $7 probably. People are still coming in. I can't remember if I could have added a photo section there. If I could have, I should have, but whatever. I got no water rides available. I don't want to build a car ride. That seems silly. So it's probably another roller coaster is my next build. Actually, I haven't done a coffee cup ride. How are people going to ride a coffee cup if they can't go on the coffee cup ride? We'll do it like that. Pathways like that. And boom, boom. And open up the coffee cup ride. Alright, people are riding the mini roller coaster. It's at a decent enough price. Can the coffee cup ride go to a higher price? Probably. Let's do it at $2 for now. It's good to see there's people coming in. Takes their time to come in, but they're coming in. See them there. They gotta climb this giant thing here. You dislike all the popular micro park stuff? No, I think a realistic looking park is generally more fun to me. I like, there's stuff about the game that's fun to like conceptualize, like, hey, what's the most things you can fit in this area to try and like optimally place all these roller coasters, but making a big roller coaster that looks like a human actually built it, rather than something like, say, Stupid But Works, is probably a better design. I'm going to increase the price on Stupid But Works. I'm hoping it can make more money. I think it can get people to pay $5. People are paying $5 with ease. I might regret this, but I'm going to raise it to $6 as well. Because people are watching it. Or not watching, but people are riding it. Yeah. Just, I like the concept of, I mean, a great thing about the Roller Coaster Tycoon franchise is there's a lot of things you can do with the tools that it makes. And there's definitely a route. Like, for instance, I never am one who really likes the sandbox modes. Because I personally don't have fun playing this game unless I'm constrained in some way. And money's a good way to be constrained because It prevents you what you're doing. You have to make stuff so that it's profitable, such that your park's doing well. And while it's not that hard to make a profit overall, it's something you have to watch out for. And I enjoy that aspect of it. But there's some people who love and only play the sandbox modes in games like this. And I completely understand that in terms of you just want to express your creativity and make something cool as design. I just am a person who I like the constrained creativity a little bit better. There's really just a bunch of roller coaster options and not much else that I can choose. So I probably need to do that. Sip of water though. I'm almost out of water. Okay, let's build another roller coaster. I've done a mini roller coaster, I've done a corkscrew coaster. Can I do the classic looping coaster design that we had been talking about? I feel like that is the most fitting thing to build in this park right now. I might need to sleep on the couch tonight, that's true. Mitzi is definitely asleep on the bed. She always likes that bed though. She'll move, she's a cuddler. She'll be happy to be a part of everything. Alright, hopefully I can do this correctly. This feels so classic to me. This is just the design that I would make as a kid. Now hopefully, if I'm remembering right, you can do looping roller coaster as a launch, yes. Do it without passing station. Gonna do 40 miles per hour as the test run. Ooh, I don't like how close it gets to the top there. I'd rather pay one more for one more piece. Bring this back up. And increase the speed up to 45. And then test it. That feels better. It makes it up the loop easily, and it doesn't look like it's going to go across the top. I can pay off a loan right there. Not that that $1,000 is needed completely. This is set it at $12 and call it a day. Can it really make $12? I'm gonna open it. Should have changed the price before I did that. Some people are getting it at far too cheap now. Let's see if people will pay $12. Nope, they will not pay $12. But you know what? People will probably pay $8. Maybe they won't pay $8. The stats aren't as good as I was hoping. We'll see. Okay, people are paying $8. I'm gonna go quickly refill my water bottle and head to the bathroom. I'll be back in like a minute. I'm just gonna let this run and hopefully make me some money. And I am back. Yeah, it would have been funny if they were paying $12 for that ride, but can't expect that. The Enterprise is broken down. That happened probably while I was gone. We got river rafts. That feels... Oh, I love river rafts. It's probably actually my least favorite ride in the game. It can't go up or down, and I feel like you need that in a ride like that at all. So that's a great research. Good job, research. I actually don't think you did a good job there. Yeah. The hydration takes a price. People are going on the $2 Enterprise pretty well, though. I could probably charge more for that. Yeah, the money I'm charging, I probably can charge more for Stupid But Works. Bring it up to 7. People are still going on it. The mini roller coaster, people are also going on. I'm going to bring that up to 8. I guess you got a point there with, you can theme river rafts pretty well. It just bugs me that people... ooh, also there is a lot of puke in this area. This handyman is going to take that area, and I'm going to try and help him get this started off, because that's going to kill our park rating. But yeah, river rafts, it's just annoying to me. There's not much you can do with the design. It's limiting. And where I do like constraints, I don't like constraints in terms of limiting flexibility of potential designs. I like constraints of trying to fit it into the landscape or stuff like that. Not, you can only do one type of turn. I don't want to do a suspended swing coaster. I would love to get like a wild mouse coaster. I feel like I haven't done one of those in a while. Still too scared to ever do a slide friction coaster. They're just gonna crash. Alright, I've done all of the cheap coasters there then. I could do a car ride, but I haven't subjected myself to that yet. What's under research? I don't know. Okay, let's expand the path out. Now that I got enough money from just waiting a little bit, I'm gonna pay off another $2,000 of my loan. I think my webcam was blocking some of that away, but right, there we go. I don't need to be as careful about this as I was being. Although the drag and click method does skip some stuff sometimes. Alright, that's a good path over there. Spreading people through the park is not necessarily a good thing when they don't know what they're doing, and there's nothing over there for them to be able to ride on. So I gotta get something over there. Make it so people who walk in that direction have something to do, something to pay me money for. Let's get the path going like this as well. Ooh, that didn't save as safely as I would want. Okay, there we go. I don't need the handyman staff up there. Thought I had a bug on me, but I did not. We're getting a gentle ride. Let me go to the research. And first off, no, I do not want that pathway on the side there. I'm done with gentle rides after this gentle ride. I'm fine with some gentle rides. I feel like some are good. I like having flat rides in the park. But I don't really have that much more room for gentle rides to be worth it. Alright, I think it's time to do one of these coasters. Maybe Hypercoaster. These are expensive though. I don't like paying for expensive things. I haven't built any rides this round and I've been making money. I got to spend money. I gotta get my park value up. That's what I need to do in this park. Before I do this, actually, is the Hypercoaster the one with... no. Well, always forget which one is the one that has the reverse incline launch mode, because that's pretty fun. Out of cash. Alright. Got $4,000 to play with. Let's see what I can do. Alright, this gives me 50 feet to work with. Let's finish it there. That might be stressful on individuals' backs, or their lateral G's there. But hopefully that's fine. What are the specials they got here? Nothing really. Forget the Hypercoaster really doesn't have much special to it. It can do these giant maneuvers, but they're not really anything special. I'd rather go to it gently. Actually, let's do this into a small helix. The small helix is back to 100, which is not too bad. And now the helix is kind of interlooped with each other, which looks really cool, honestly. That looks, at least from this angle, it looks pretty nice. Like, you don't know where you're really going with this. Going up there makes the Hypercoaster in the way. I think I can't do another helix down there. I think it's gotta stay like that to be able to work through everything about it. Also, I shouldn't have to keep the money up there, but I have been. Alright, I'm right now at 90. No, that's... going up too much higher isn't really worthwhile. This brings me back to 100, which is fine. I'm not going to be going too fast here. I think what I do is I do a bank, tight turn, to go to 90, bank that around like so. Need to get my money back from my loan. And this is where we just finish it off. Veering across the whole park, really. And then we end it with an S-bend left, because you always end with an S-bend left. And we do entrance at the front, exit at the back, per the norm. And let's test this out while I'm building the path. And while I'm building the testing it out, I should check the admission price to, I'm going to start with $9, because I have a feeling this is going to be pretty good, and change the price of photos to 4 per the Marcel numerical advantage as previously mentioned. Just got the observation tower. That's pretty fun. Don't mind having that. I can pay off a little bit of my loan here now that I got some money off of it. I want to see these stats. In the meantime, while I'm... Okay. The stats aren't as good as I was hoping for. I'm still going to open it. But I was thinking it was going to be closer to like a 7 or an 8 excitement, but it's only a 6, and a flat 6 at that. Oh well. People should want to ride that ride, which is worth it. That is value. Pretty high observation tower. There's a lot of great scenery in this park, so hopefully it gets a good advantage of that, and basically is everyone wants to ride. The exit goes like so. I'm just going to open the observation tower, and I'm going to charge $2 for it. I don't know why I added the period, the decimal point in there, but I did. I can only do the single deck cabin, that's fine. And then I'm doing this entirely for like my own personal brain, who's gonna want these paths to be connected. Like obviously they're connected over there, but an extra route feels nice. I can add some more flat rides in that section real easily now. Alright, there's people coming all the way over here. I should give them something to do. Also, I should get this ATM machine in. Because if people want to get more money, and not having money is what's going to make them leave the park, I want to get them their money. I didn't know that we had an ATM machine unlocked, but I'm glad I looked. I think what I'm going to do is a second quick stupid but works. It can fit in real easily. And that's just really nice. Do it like that. I don't actually like how that worked. So we'll fix the path like that. There we go. And exit path like so. Now that we have a second stupid but works, the first and the second stupid but works are both dropped in value. So I'm going to make this one $5. And I'm probably going to make the first stupid but works also $5. I'll just do $6 and I'll see how popular the two are. We'll be able to see that. This person, what were they just thinking? They feel sick. Yeah, the park's not the most clean. It's got to deal with a lot of issues with people not feeling the greatest. Let's add some more benches to the park. Adding them near the exits to let people sit on and survive their intense experiences. There we go. Now let's also add some trash cans. Can exit out of stupid but works one. Interesting to see the plant life on top of here. Also, for a rainforest, I think it's only rained once, so that's an annoying aspect. Let's keep putting our trash in random places. Need some trash cans, there you go. Okay. Next, let's look at our measures of profitability. Our least profitable is the observation tower. People are loving the hypercoaster, which is great. It's not being charged too much. Stupid But Works is not our most efficient designs. All the other roller coasters are doing better than that. Enterprise 1 is actually making a lot better money than I would expect. And then yeah, Ferris wheel and observation tower are near the bottom. That's fine. We got to get our park value up to 275,000. We're on good pace to do so. We have till year 4, so we're already at 132,000. We've been making a dent into our loan. This is good. Although everything is going to be aging, and when it ages, our park value goes down. So, gotta keep a watch out for that. We're developing a water ride. I think I might just make it so we're only researching roller coasters, because I really want to get more roller coasters in here. Am I doing max funding, by the way? I'm not. I should definitely be doing max funding, especially when money isn't being my issue right now. We're developing a log flume right now. At least a log flume is going to be nice to have in the park. Let's take another loan out and do one of these bad boys. Do I do compact inverted or suspended swinging coaster? I think I'm going to do a compact inverted coaster. This is the one with the reverse incline. I always forget which one it is, but it's this one. I feel like that would be fun to put in the park right now. Because it's basically a launch coaster without the launch aspect. Kind of like doing the corkscrew there, followed by the inline twist, followed by gotta get there, take a loan out. This is such a dumb way to do this type of coaster that I'm really curious if I can make this work, basically. Let's try that out. Do entrance there, exit there. I gotta switch the test to reverse incline launch shuttle mode. I'm gonna change the money on this to $8 before I forget. See how that works. We finally got the log flume unlocked. And our paths are good. Ooh, it is crashing at the top there. Alright. Let's just... Oh, not continue the helix. start by... Nah, let's not do complete vertical either. Let's just go like so. That should be good enough to make it so the test run will work. It's probably not going to like the corkscrew at the beginning, and I know that. Alright. It's fun to see it go up that helix, though. And then it goes calmly back down through the loop, through the corkscrew, back all the way up. Okay. Now don't show me, there's the max lateral G's problem. And that's going to make it so the intensity's too high and this whole ride won't work. I've seen this song and dance before. Oh, it's not even ultra extreme. It's so close to being fine. You know what? Bad move, but I'm opening it. Vanny H really is excited for it. Some people are gonna want to ride it. And that's good enough for me. I'm seeing a lot of throw up on the ground. Realizing this person Handyman 2 probably can't go help out where a lot of the more problem areas are because of their patrol area. And I'm just going to hire another 2 handyman, 1 more mechanic, and 1 more entertainer. Keep the people happy. Manual. Yeah, people are coming to compact inverted roller coaster, so it's not the worst thing to have that ultra intensity. Oh, I just saw that person throw up. Poor day for them. We're kind of rolling in the money, though. We're making our income back. I could advertise for the park. Like, let me advertise the original Stupid But Works for a couple weeks. I gotta wait for a second for us to make the money back. But even though it's not been raining too much in the middle of a rainforest, we've been able to be economically viable this entire time. Probably because I've been building a lot of roller coasters quickly. I can understand that. There's 3 weeks of campaign to hopefully drive people towards a very efficient moneymaker that we have. Oh, look at all of that throw up there. Let's try and once again nip that. Hopefully that handyman's got only places he can walk. I don't like them being able to water gardens is actually not that great of a thing because they walk off the path to go try and water these gardens that I really don't care about. They're naturally growing gardens. The Enterprise really is just kicking it. It's doing a good job. How's our research coasting? We're getting our junior roller coaster expected in 6 days. I'll probably want to build that. But I also want to build a log flume. So let's build a log flume real quick. Okay, that can turn around there. That's all I really cared about. Do that. Do a photo section. Go back down even more. There we go. Nothing too fancy. Get the pathways going. Test out this log flume. The log flume gets in the way of the path for the log flume, how I had it. Change the price here to $5, which I don't know if that's too much or too little, which is probably means it's decently in the middle. People are still riding compact inverted coaster. It has its fans. It's a good thing. I can pay off another 2,000 of loan. We are running out of space here. We're at a park value of 169,000, which is pretty good. Our loan is really not that big anymore. Once the loan's paid off, we'll be able to, well, we're already at a point where of financial independence that we're making profit, and that's good. You shouldn't be too wild in anyone's business sense to hear that profit is a good thing. But it is. Let's see how the tests went for, not Bug K, for log flume. They're not great, but it's something. It's a custom built ride. I think that person didn't have enough money to ride the ride, because they look like they looked down at their wallet. I want to see if anyone's riding it. Okay, Lauren's gonna ride it. Good for Lauren. I can pay off another bit of the loan there. Our advertising campaign for Stupid But Works is still active, which is nice to see. I really do like the interlocking helix design here. It looks really fancy, even though it's not. There's nothing too much to it, but I really do like how it looks. Let me pay off the final bit of our loan. The 30% per year loan has been basically entirely taken care of. I mean, it has been entirely taken care of. I just might take out a loan to build a ride again, but for now, that's really exciting. Where's the junior roller coaster? I saw that we unlocked that. I don't know if for Chocolate Log being the alternative name of the log flume, as previously discussed, here's a ride called Chocolate Log that I didn't know existed. So that's kind of funny. Let's start the ride here. I think that can work. It's a junior roller coaster. I'm not going to go intense with its possibilities. Running out of cash. Makes sense. This compact inverted coaster I probably should have made better, but I just get to live with that failure. Live with it being too intense. Alright. My advertising campaign ended. I'm going to take a loan out to just try and finish up this junior coaster a little better. Now what if I wrap this around the pathways here? So it kind of just tours the park a little bit. I can't do any pictures or anything. But it can end up just like that. It's kind of nice. See how this works as a junior roller coaster. Should be testing this out. While it's testing, I'm going to increase the price to 6. I never know how to price things. I know there's a calculator out there somewhere where you can plug in the stats and it gives you the optimal pricing range. But I'm not enough of a gamer to go for that. It's fun to see it helix down, survive all around. Oh, and I should pay back my loan before I forget, because otherwise I'm committing money to a place I'd rather not. What's currently under research? The wooden roller coaster, excellent. Alright, I'm going to add in thrill rides back to this fold. Let those be a possibility. Stats are still not available for the junior roller coaster. I only have 3 drops. That feels low. The stats are decent enough for it being a junior roller coaster. I can open it up. Now we got the wooden roller coaster unlocked. This mission is over. We got this scenario on lock. Look, I love how many different wooden roller coaster designs they are. They are really so pretty. As someone who didn't always love the wooden roller coaster because I'm not a big fan of them in real life, it's nice to see how pretty they are. I am running out of space a little bit. So hopefully I can deal with that. Ooh, that runs into it. Can I do this? Probably not. What if I start the incline one earlier? That works. I don't even want to get that much higher, so I like the dueling black and red color scheme that this automatically gave me. Like, I really like that. Thank you, Sammy Squid, for the compliment. I'm excited to see how these coasters, rotated too much there, are potentially able to interconnect and react to each other. The loop there seems aggressive, potentially difficult to get as desired. But maybe I can swerve that around. I like just building these into each other a bit, getting that interactivity bonus, basically. Even though it's more of a personal bonus than an actual in-game bonus. Oh, that gets in the way of the wooden coaster. Okay. And that gets in the way of the hyper coaster. It's interesting to see all of this work out, basically. There's a photo section. That goes down too low. Thank you for the follow, Sammy Squid. To get better at making coasters, I'm going to say this was a person who doesn't really know it. It's really just kind of a practice thing of trying to figure out what works, where the common problems are in building coasters. A lot of my problems are when I do turns, or when I go down hills, I do the turns too quickly, and that will give me high lateral Gs, which ultimately hurts my system and isn't good. So trying to avoid that has been a focus of mine. Yeah, that's the main problem that I usually end up facing, but obviously there's more to this game than that as an issue. Let's not do a turn like that. Trying to keep these interactive with this. First time you made something on stream, people are helping fix it. Yeah, the people in this community, or at least assuming that you're okay with people helping out with it, because I know some people don't like that as a backseat gaming activity, but I'm personally someone who enjoys that. I feel really helped out because anytime I'm streaming something in this game, someone will be able to tell me, hey, this is a way you can improve this design and make it more interesting, and it generally works. They give more interesting concepts. I really like how this is all interacting as I'm building it. Let's keep that going down. Bring it down to full 80 on the ground level. But yeah, people are very nice and saying like, this is maybe where you're having an issue. You can try this out if you want. And really just seeing the creativity of the whole design together. I can't do the vertical up. That just isn't gonna work. We're gonna go down like that. I kind of like it next to each other. There we go. We can do the water splash now, followed by the final turns. Oh, the inverted coaster's in the way there. Oof. I like having a water splash though. It kind of solves a potential issue before it comes through. But now I have to worry about connecting it back up to the end here. No, the water splash is a fun element that I didn't realize was in this game until I saw it, really. I have already got my loan paid off. I don't need to worry about that anymore. I'm like, oh, it's raining. I'm going to make some money because everyone's buying their umbrellas. Okay. I want to add that water splash if possible, but I'm not sure how to best put it in. I just unlocked go-karts, so that's worth something. How do I want to finish this? Maybe what I do is like trying to do that. Go-karts, people who maybe have heard this on stream are like, you can stop saying this, but they were my favorite ride when playing this game at a younger age, when I was more a kid. It was just very fun to play around with. I very much appreciate a good go-kart. Watching the people race a go-kart, it's just very fun. What can I say? Okay. Can I do the water splash here if I try and fix this a little bit? So I go from here, Do the water splash. Do the bank. There we go. You do bets on your stream. Yeah, they're very fun. Being like, hey, I think purple's gonna win this race. Gotta love some go-karts. Alright. It's fun to see this all come around. I really do like... I forgot to put the entrance and exit down. That actually could have been much worse than I realized, because how I placed this path down was not the most optimal. Let me actually do the exit on there, entrance here, because this queue line's not going to be as long as I want. I always forget to leave the paths for the queue lines if I need to have a queue line path. Test this out. Try and solve this issue now. I think what I'm going to do is try and have this path go vertical. There we go. And that way, it's just a little bit longer, and having it be a little bit longer gives it a lot more flexibility. We'll change the expected money cost on this to... I'm feeling good. I think I can get $9 from this wooden roller coaster. The water splash is nice. That might just be a Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it is, because I didn't remember playing it as a child, and as a child I definitely played more Roller Coaster Tycoon 1. In this scenario, we can only do charge for rides. Otherwise we have no way of making money, and unfortunately I do need money to be able to do that. I know when, as a person who likes going to theme parks a lot, the rare few parks that still only accept, or the parks that you pay for ride are the worst. And it's very consistent in my opinion of that. I feel, I can probably see the stats on this. Stats are pretty good. They're nothing crazy special, but they're pretty good. What was I trying to say? Yeah, the real life theme parks that are paved per ride are just so much worse. If I'm going to a theme park, I will pay an exorbitant amount of money up front, and I understand that, but I want to be able to do basically anything. And like, speaking of go-karts, which I'm going to make now that we have them unlocked, every theme park that I go to that has go-karts, you have to pay extra for go-karts, and I hate it. Because I would love to do go-karts, but I'm not going to pay extra money in a theme park on a day I already felt like I spent a crazy amount of money, more than I would have liked to normally spend on go-karts. So I only really ever go go-karting at a go-kart place where I'm like, this is where I'm spending my money today. If I'm at a theme park, I'd rather be doing the rides and attractions there, I guess. Maybe that doesn't make sense, but that's how I feel. I'm going to have this go up, add a little elevation to the go-kart track. Kind of like how this fits in with the rest of the park decently well. You know what? That is actually a nice, tight little go-kart track. Pretty happy with it. Let's put this through like so. Don't need the wooden roller coaster still up here. I'm not sure why I still have it there. But there we go. We got go-karts. We can open it up. Luckily, I don't think go-karts can ever crash. There's a park by you that charges per ride and not entry. I guess that is true. I'm thinking of myself as someone who likes to ride all the rides. it's more of an economic value for me on that, where I'm like, I can ride this roller coaster 5 times in a row and it works. But if you're going and not riding on any roller coasters, that is pretty nice that you have an alternative where you can go and not pay an exorbitant amount of money and have a fun day, especially if you're like traveling with friends who are also just having a good time in a park like that. I think you just changed my mind a little bit on the efficiency and success of the issue, so thank you for opening my worldview on that. That makes sense. I really only have coffee and ice cream as food and drink, so hopefully people aren't too hungry. Or thirsty, because that's all they can have. And I'm not sure I would want a meal of ice cream and a drink of only coffee. Let's hire another handyman, hire another mechanic. We got 973 guests. How close are we to the goal right now? We're at 242, which is really good, actually. Really, really good. Because, let me clear off those from my screen. Actually, I am interested on this, so I'm going to look at this, but my goal, I believe, is 275,000. Yeah, we need a park value of at least 275,000 by the end of year 4. We're in the early stages of year 2, and our park value is currently 266,000. So we're probably finishing this extremely soon, which is nice to see. I wonder if I can just place down some more flat rides and get that. I'm going to do a river rafts because I hate them, but maybe building more of them will make me feel better. Let's get this to end off before I miss out on the timing of that. Don't know if any words that I just said there were actually words, but we'll see. In this game, I always feel like I have so many screens popped up without me even realizing how many. Alright. There we go. River Rafts is constructed. We can test it out. I don't think it's anything particularly special. I didn't do anything extra to make it fancy, but it goes over a cliff. That's nice. I'm just going to let the park value surprise me when we beat it, because I feel like it's going to be beaten pretty soon. Yeah. Honestly, having basically a big raft going in where you get to look into the rainforest is kind of nice. Even though it's just a circle, I like this one a lot better because of its scenery. It's more thematic. I think what we're going to do, hope this gets us the rest of the way. So I'm going to build the world's best slide friction coaster. It is beautiful. I'm not going to let anyone tell me otherwise. It is, yes, it is just a circle, but it is a fun circle. It will be the favorite ride of some guest, I guarantee it. River Rafts has an excitement rating of 2, which is pretty good. See, this is a coaster for you. If you don't like roller coasters, but you mind sitting around going in a circle and be like, yeah, I survived the Slide Friction Roller Coaster 1. They have that souvenir stall right next to it. Do I have souvenir stall? Yeah, here we are. You can buy the t-shirt, and the t-shirt says, oh, we just won. You can buy the t-shirt, and the t-shirt says, I survived Slide Friction Coaster 1. Overall, pretty happy with this. A lot more roller coasters. I'm really happy with this side of the park. Having the wooden and the hyper coaster intersect with each other. It's really fun. As I always do, if anyone has a suggestion for a name to put in the scenario chart, something that relates to the stream, relates to the park, just something fun to do, feel free to suggest it. Yeah. I like to make that a community thing. Otherwise, I'll just put my name, Benji, in there. Let me open up these rides. That slide friction coaster was the one that got us over the edge. I just am realizing that now. That is the ride that the game decided was so valuable. It was winning the entire system. So that's fun. Interesting. I'm interested in how this scenario could have continued on, because I probably would have had to fit a lot more stuff into a tight area if I played it out the full 4 years rather than letting it end early, but I like how it ended. Pay for ride parks are more efficient. Alright. While I do that, I'm going to quickly try and find a raid target. See if anyone's streaming Roller Coaster Tycoon. Other than me, of course. I can't raid myself. This looks like a potential target. Alright. Yes. That looks like it'll work. I didn't see any suggestions in the chat. Just double checking, so I'm going to put my name in. And that's the last one of this setup. I quit to menu, save, and use my dialogue window to do that. All of the Wacky Worlds parks have a check mark next to them now. It's pretty crazy. Let me do the raid thing on here. Alright. Feel free to join into the raid if you want. Nothing really special about the raid, like in terms of things to say or anything. Just feel free to join in, spread the love if you're still feeling like watching stuff. Otherwise, thank you everyone for watching. It was another fun stream. Really appreciate the support everyone's been giving towards it. It's been fun to stream. Don't know the next one when that'll be, but when it is, I'll be there, and I hope to see you guys there too. It's been fun. Take care, and hope you guys have a good rest of your day.